It's your boy, Simply Grinding. Shout out Grinding DF. Hey guys, we're back at it again with another build video. So here I'm showing what I believe to be the best wing 3&D build in 2K21 Next Gen. Now, this is the build. If you like the build, like it. If you want to see more builds like it, subscribe. If you don't like the build, comment why you don't like it and what you would do different. But I'm going to get into why I made the things a certain way as I made them, how you can change it and edit it to make it more favorable to how you want to play it, and we'll go into detail. So first, we made him a power forward, 6'7", 210, which is the minimum weight you can go as a power forward, and 6'11" as the wingspan. So I go minimum weight because I feel like at this weight you still have a good strength, and you don't need to be that heavy as a wing build. This is your 3 or 4, your nice, maybe a 2 on a 3's chord, or maybe he's just a good supporting role, but he's also superstar potential. And you can look at some of these attributes, and right off the bat, you see like, hey, this guy's actually really cold. He could be really good on the court. So why did I go with 6'11"? The reason I go with 6'11" as the wingspan instead of something like 6'12", I'm 6'12", 7 foot, is because of the 93 ball. With the 93 ball, once you hit 99, you get Hall of Fame, Deadeye Hall of Fame deep threes, and Hall of Fame stop and pop. So that's why I go with 6'11", so you can still get that 94 overall 3-point rating. And then you see the badge spread. I mean, the badge spread is pretty solid. You are a perimeter defender who's supposed to spot up and shoot threes. You can catch the ball, go off the dribble, and still dunk it and lay it up on people with ease. So, I mean, going straight to the finishing area, you see we got 94 driving dunk, 94 driving layup. And we increase the close shot just to get that 4th badge so you can turn on Hall of Fame posterizer. And you can come back to this, and I will, to show if you want more finishing. You're like, I want to be a 3&D player, but I also want to be able to slash. And I'm starting here with finishing because I think it's the most basic and less intricate of all of these attributes and badge ratings that I've done. So next we have playmaking, which again I think is pretty basic. So I go with, and I'm just going to turn down strength right now to be able to increase things and show that, hey, look, you can do more if you want. Oh, apologies. Do not want to turn that down. Should not have turned that down. Alright, so you have maxed out speed with the ball. And that's very important because you want to be fast with the ball in your hand. You don't want to be, you catch it and you can't go anywhere. And you don't want to be afraid to dribble. So you can have that 80 ball handle. So you get all the dribble moves you have because you're a power forward. You get Hall of Fame quick first step, which is huge. Not only that, you get ankle breakers. For no reason whatsoever, you have ankle breakers. And maybe you say, hey, I'd like more passing accuracy. You're not a passing build. You're here just to spot up in the corner, get easy shots to drive to the rim. If you want to pass, you can do that, and we'll come back and maybe edit some things here. But you also get stop and go, and also unpluckable, because people think, hey, you can't dribble because you're a spot up build. But you get 9 badges, 4 straight on Hall of Fame quick first step, and those 5 you can split up. Maybe you want Hall of Fame unpluckable, maybe you want ankle breakers, maybe you want space creator, so you can drive and step back and hit that difficult shot right there. I mean, you could do a lot, or enough, I should say. I shouldn't say a lot because you're not crazy with the playmaking badges, but you can do more than you need to with your playmaking badges there. On to the next thing, we're going to go to shooting. So as I already described, you get that 94 3-point shot once you hit 99. Maybe you don't hit 99, but hey, you still get Hall of Fame catch and shoot, Hall of Fame set shooter, Hall of Fame corner specialist, Hall of Fame green machine, Hall of Fame, like look at all them Hall of Fame badges, boy. You can shoot wherever you want to shoot. Now, deep threes and Deadeye, alright, you can deal with them on gold. Stop and pop, maybe you play that way in my career. That's not really your goal here in online gameplay, competitive online gameplay. So that's why I go there. Now, the 66 free throw, as you saw, I had a 65 fit strength, but that's something you can turn down. I went 66, even though all you need for that 24th shooting badge is a 63. And Agent was my inspiration for this build. He has a higher free throw where he has about, if I remember correctly, 28 or 29 shooting badges. And that's something you can do if you feel like you rather have more shooting badges. But I feel like at 24, you have enough. Because you can put on catch and shoot, corner specialist, set shooter, deep threes, dead eye. All Hall of Fame, all those 5 badges you could put on Hall of Fame. Currently, you can't, but eventually you could. And you only use 20 badge points. And you can still have another one. You want Hot Zone Hunter at Hall of Fame, and there you go. There's your 6 Hall of Fame badges right there. And if you can't put on Deadeye and Deep Threes, you maybe put that to something like Slippery Off Ball or Volume Shooter. If you're shooting a lot, maybe you're playing threes, not a heavy game mode. Maybe you're playing fives, you don't put Volume Shooter on, you put Slippery Off Ball. And I think free throw is good. I think at a 65 free throw, you should be able to hit consistent free throws. I use Michael Jordan as my free throw, but whatever works for you, that's definitely what you want to go with. And then the defense. So again, the defense is something you can do a little bit with, but look at it. I mean, you have defense. You are a defensive specialist. Agent, he doesn't do any rebounding. He said, I'm not going to be a big man getting rebounds. So instead, he goes full on interior defense, steal block perimeter defense. That's what he does. I feel like it's better to spread the badges this way. You get more badges this way. Even if you would increase that, you can't get that all the way up there. I mean, right, that's all you get to do. So what I do is instead is I max out perimeter defense, put it on interior defense, and then I maxed out interior defense to 31. I shouldn't say maxed out, but I increased it to 31, just so you can get these 25 badges and just to fill out the 95 overall, because, there's not much you can do with it. But 25 defensive badges, and I like that. I think that's very solid. And I think one thing you're looking at is strength. Strength is the real thing. Physicals are obvious. You want a 70 vertical because you need at least 69 to keep your driving dunk. You saw the driving dunk goes down 1 there. You want to keep that driving dunk up. So I just put it at 70. It's a nice rounded number. You want your stamina. Stamina is, I think, very important in 2K in general. Keep all your attributes high. Now, strength is when you're like, I don't need strength, joystick. I'm going to keep that down, which is cool, which is completely fine. You don't need strength if you want to play more like a 2-3 role. But if you're playing more of a 3-4 role that I envision this build for, you want 62 strength. Why? You get that brick wall. You get that gold brick wall. And with that gold brick wall, and you can go up more if you want back down Punisher. I don't think you need back down Punisher. But I think 62 strength is what you want. Just so you can get that gold brick wall. And when you're playing maybe the 4 on rec, or maybe you're playing the big on 3s or 2s, you get those Hall of Fame rebound chaser, rim protector, all those things. But you also get that gold brick wall, so you can set screens. You have decent weight, 210. You're not skinny, you're not thin like a lot of these little boys out there with minimum 180-pound dudes. And you have 62 strength, where a lot of guys have 25 strength. So that's what I do. But some of you might say, hey, I don't really need that. I don't want strength. That's not really what I do. So instead, you could do something what Agent did is he didn't have any rebounding, but he instead had interior defense. And 18 defensive badges are a plethora of defensive badges. And he had, I don't think he went for 30, but he did max all of his categories. And so you can go 30. If you want to be a pure sharp type, you can go 30. And then, again, I would still say keep that interior defense down. All right. Oh, my mistake, my mistake. When you put that interior defense up, your strength goes up. Yeah, so keep that interior defense down. That was my mistake. Should have caught myself. Put that up, and you still get 20 defensive badges. You're still looking like a defensive freak, and you get gold rebound chaser, which is very solid with that 30 badges. But maybe you say, yeah, I think Joystick's right. I don't need 30 badges. I like that 65 free throw, but maybe you're like, no, I'm optimize the build, so I'm not going to have that. I think, yeah, keep on that 20 badges at least is what I would do. I like the idea of having pogo stick and rebound chaser and blocks and all those things on, just in case. I'm gonna go with 24. Perfect. So like you want that defense, and you're like, no, I want some more passing. So you can increase that to 39, but that's not really helping you out much there. Or maybe you say, I want to do a little bit more finishing side, so you can get 6 over there, and you still have a little bit left over. Maybe you put it on your vertical, increase by 2. But you can get more finishing badges if you're like that, or you want to maybe go with 8. You can do this as a little bit more on the tricky side, but it works out pretty well to get you more badges. You see, instead of having 6, you have 8. I apologize. Instead of having 6, you have 7. I wonder, can I do anything tricky there? Nope, don't look like it. Maybe you want to say, hey, I don't need that much speed with the ball. 81 is good enough for me. Get that Hall of Fame quick first step. And can we do anything tricky with it? Let's see what we got here. Nah. So that looks like all the trickiness we can put in there. So you can go up to 7, which you probably want a 8. Maybe you want Hall of Fame Slithery as well as Hall of Fame Posterizer. But you might want that 94. You might prefer that 94 layup over, which I definitely do. So you can definitely go with this layout and say, yeah, I like this better. You can increase that back up. I don't think we can get any more badges there. What if I can put any strength on? I can get a little bit of strength. So maybe you want to go with this. Maybe you rather have these slashing badges, finishing badges, instead of your strength. Maybe you want to turn down your defense a little bit there to get that. Maybe you turn that down. I wonder. I'm going to check one more thing one more time just to make sure that I didn't mess this up anyway. And I didn't maximize the build out in any way. You want to get the 70 just for those long athlete layup package. But yeah, okay, cool. So that's all you got, really. Oh snap, there you go. Look at that, look at that. You turn that down, and this is now the new way you want to build it to get 7 while still having a 94. You sacrifice one playmaking badge for another finishing badge, which is very solid, one defensive badge as well. But let's say you want to go with this, or you want to go back to the original. This is maybe an improvement for a lot of people who like to play Park, who don't want that strength. But I do think strength is an important thing, and I think my personal preference is to have that maxed out like this. You can put this down, but I think having it up is pretty good. Maxing out the defense, putting that up just enough to get 25, and then maxing out, or I guess I don't really need to max it out, I just need it on 62, 62, yep. And then, oh snap, I still have some left over. What do I want to do with that boy right there? Let me see this real quick. I apologize for changing up mid-vid. Go something like that. Or go here. Can I get another shooting badge? Hey, look at that. You get another shooting badge. You can go for another shooting badge. Can you get another finishing badge? Nope. Alright, so we go something like this. Alright, there you go. Look at that. 25, 25. Looking real good now. Love to see it. Love to see it. And you can still increase your strength by 1. That's good. Can I reversal? By 1. Alright. There you go. We can go something like this. What can I increase? Ah, man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Alright. Yeah, you can do something like that. And I actually like that a lot. I think this is a pretty good setup. You get 25 badges, a higher free throw, still 25 defensive badges, your 9, your 4, with a 94. I think that's really good. Then you can choose your sharp take if you want people to hold up on you. And you go something like spot of precision because you are a 3&D type build. And then you can go something like extreme clamps. And you just be straight up a complete lockdown. We're going to go over the badges real quick. You are a scoring machine. Agents Build is a two-way scoring machine. But hey, you're a two-way. There's no doubt in my mind. You got 25 defensive badges, 95 perimeter defense. You are super clamped up. We're going to go on to the badges real quick. And I accidentally clicked edit build. My apologies. So we're going to go over the badges real quick. And we're going to go to 95. So you can see your guy without the +4 attribute ratings and those +4 badges that come along with it. So finishing badges, I'm probably going to go Hall of Fame Posterizer. If you do go like 7, maybe you want to put Slithery Finisher on gold. The shooting badges, I think with that odd number, you're going to go Volume Shooter right there. But if you do go to 99, you get that Deadeye and Hall of Fame, Deep Threes, as you can see on the top right. Overall 98, overall 99. But until then, you get Catch and Shoot. You get maybe Set Shooter's a good badge. If it's not, maybe you go something like Green Machine. You get Corner Specialist. Of course, Hot Zone Hunter's still a really good badge. Maybe Hot Shot's a really good badge. And again, with those 2 leftover upgrades, you would put it on that. But maybe you're not feeling it right now. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to go to 99. I'm not going to grind that hard. Maybe go Set Shooter and Slippery Off Ball. Something like that. But Hot Shot's actually a pretty good badge. That's what I'm hearing is pretty good. Shout out Poor Boy Sin putting me on that. And then for your 9 playmaking, obviously you want quick first step on Hall of Fame. Now you can do different things. You're like, hey, I don't like getting ripped at all. I'm gonna go Hall of Fame unpluckable. Or you're like, let me get unpluckable on bronze. Let me get this ankle breaker. See what that's all about. Or maybe you're like, hey, I want to step back on these boys. I want to drive in real quick and step back. One possession, you catch it in the corner, shoot it. Next possession, you catch it in the corner, they close out. Quick first step Hall of Fame. Next possession, you catch it, they close out. Quick first Hall of Fame. They go hard to the rim, step back with a space creator, pull up. I mean, that's mad greens right there. And then defensive badges, again, it depends if you're playing the 4 or you're playing the 3, whether you're playing 3's court, whether you're playing rec or 5v5 game modes. what position you're playing. So straight up Intimidator, probably where you want to go first and foremost. But if I'm not mistaken, these are all or maybe one less than all of the defensive badges that you could possibly get. I think ankle brace is a good badge. You get that a lot. Maybe you want to go bronze here. Maybe you want to go rim protector bronze here. What else do you want to go? Bronze. I think box bronze is generally a good badge. Maybe you want a rebound chaser bronze. And you still got 10 badges, like, and you can fill out how you want to play. I mean, you got a 94 steal. Maybe you're guarding a lot of ball and you want some slight pick dodger. Maybe you're guarding more wing. Or if you're guarding ball, you can go something like this. Maybe you're guarding a lot of wing, so you don't want pickpocket, but instead you want some pick dodger interceptor. Maybe you find out Heart Crusher is really good, Clutch Defender might be really good, or maybe you're playing center. You're playing a power forward or center role, so you're like, man, I don't want to get beat up by these dudes going inside and driving in on me all the time. And maybe like rim protector I might turn down, or brick wall box I might turn down to get brick wall on gold, get that rim protector back up. Different things you could do if you're playing like a center role. But I mean, those are definitely different ways you could look to see how you want to put on these badges. Maybe you're playing a different role. But if I was just playing, for example, a stretch four type role, maybe I go something like interceptor. Maybe I go something like Heart Crusher. Maybe you don't have a true defensive center on the team. Your center is more of a scoring center, which is an interesting thing. I'd love to see that. Maybe go defensive leader on Hall of Fame instead, and then maybe go off wall pass or pick dodger, and something like that. And that's what you could run. And I think you're looking at a very phenomenal, and in my opinion, the best 3&D player on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.